Hey y'all, I'm Jessica Yonts, owner of Yonts Co., a creative marketing agency in Bowling Green, Kentucky. I'm a mom of 2, so I know how easy it is to get wrapped up in these things. So let's toss these aside and let's talk about branding yourself. From a business owner's perspective, the first thing I do when I get a resume across my desk, I'm checking out somebody's social media. I'm not super judgy. I think it just really gives a great perspective of who you are as a person. If you're putting out information, pictures, videos, whether you're singing along to your favorite song, doing a TikTok, whatever those things are, it really gives a good perspective of who you are as a person, who you are as a friend, most importantly. And I think that's your brand. That's all you have to put out there right now. So it doesn't matter if you're not on LinkedIn or all of these professional sites. Anything that you put out on the internet, everybody can see it. Everybody can see it, they can screen record it. I'll give you a really quick example. I had a client that had an employee, had a day off, goes out on the lake, and sings a song that includes maybe some off-color language, somebody that was clearly not a friend, but a friend on social media, screen records the Snapchat. So you think Snapchat goes away, they screen record it and they blast it all over social media, all over Instagram, Facebook. It gets shares and it gets lots and lots of nasty comments. Has anybody ever heard of cancel culture? If you have, then you know maybe what happens next. It almost cost her job. We had a PR nightmare on our hand, and the only thing that people know about her that didn't know her before is that one video. Do you really want that to be you? I know I wouldn't. I know that it's really hard not to get caught up in the day-to-day. We have so many opportunities to put information, pictures out on social media. That's fine. That's what our business is built on. I want you to engage on social media. I don't want, you to not post or only post or not look and scroll. We all, who's guilty of mindlessly scrolling? We all are. TikTok, everybody has a good time. I will also tell you that I got caught up in TikTok with my daughter that probably should not have been on TikTok. And I'm gonna be really real with y'all right now. It was fun. She's really good at dancing. But there were, if you will say, some off-color, some maybe not so age-appropriate videos on there that I let her do. Once I thought about that and realized that was probably not the best thing, that also says something about me as a mom and something about her that I put out there that's never gonna go away. We've deleted it now, but my whole point in saying that is don't get caught up in it. Have a good time with it. Use social media. Use social media for who you are as a person. You want to do big things in life. Now, later in life, you want a great job. If you go to higher education, whether that's university or a skilled trade, people are going to be looking at your social media to get into school, to get a part-time job. Think about that. Think about what you're putting out there and what it actually says about you. I think the biggest thing is don't compromise who you are. I think being able to really get behind something that you believe in and not to bandwagon. There are always going to be things that are culturally discussed and that are hot topics in the news, hot topics on social media. The last thing you want to do is accidentally bully somebody or purposefully bully somebody. I think it's really important not to get on that bandwagon. Be who you are and show who you are. You are a good person. You give back to your community. You're a great friend. But think about what you're posting publicly, what you're saying public, what you're commenting on when it comes to any kind of digital media. talking about what our company is built on, it is so important for my team members to be good people, think for themselves, and political views or a hot topic in the news, I want them to be who they are. And I expect you to be who you are, but no matter what, don't compromise who you are just for the sake of fitting in. The last thing that you would want to do is hurt a team member, hurt a friend, hurt your school, hurt your family. I think thinking about what we're doing on social media, how we're utilizing it, using your voice. I know some of y'all out there have thousands of followers. Use it for good. Use it to hype somebody up. Use it to hype yourself up. Don't let one small thing ruin your reputation, your school, your family, your friends, because you made one mistake because you thought it was funny. Owning a small business is hard. Owning a big business is even harder. You are representing a company, a family, a school, and I think really being able to, again, use that platform, use your voice for good. Be the good in your community. Volunteer, put that out there. I know y'all are doing good things in your schools, in your communities, to help people, to move people forward. Really rally around that. Enjoy the now, enjoy every single moment of it, but you've got to think about your future. You've got to think about where you're headed, because you're headed somewhere. And somebody is going to be looking at you. Somebody's going to want to know you. Somebody's going to want to scroll back and see what you are like. I think it's really important that they have a good picture of what that looks like. I'm so super proud of where you are today, but I know you've got big things ahead. Whether it's getting a job, you're going to university, you're getting a skilled trade, people are going to be looking at you. And I think it is crucial that they're looking at the real you. You're going to have employers looking at you immediately for what you bring to the table, where you've been over the last few years, what you've put out there on social media, who you've talked about on social media, what you've commented on social media. Thinking about getting your dream job and having it all crumble based on one thing you posted or one thing you said. You're doing great things in this world right now, and somebody is looking up to you in the future of what you're going to be. Somebody is looking up to you, whether that's a sibling, a friend. You are making a direct impact on them today. Somebody is looking up to you when you graduate from high school and you're going to the university of your dreams. You are playing that sport you have played since you were able to walk. You make one mistake and all of that is gone. You make one mistake and post something that was funny in the moment and you lost your scholarship and you packed your bags and headed home. That is not going to be you. You're better than that. You're smarter than that. You are going to put all the good out in the world and you're going to be somebody. Your mom or dad owns a company in that small community. Yeah, you've been watched your entire life. Everybody's always, got their hands on knowing exactly what you're doing. You go to college. You think you're away from it all. Kind of going to do whatever you want to do. You make that one mistake. You're going to pack your bags and you're going to head home. Don't be that person. You're not that person. Again, you're better than that. Many of you are going to head off to college, join a fraternity, join a sorority. I was in a sorority. There was so much good. I made friendships. It was easy to get involved in the community and in the university, but along with that comes a lot of peer pressure. And in a split second, you can make the right or wrong decision. You can still have a heck of a good time. listen to your instinct, know what you should and shouldn't be doing, be smart about it. Be that good person that I know you are. Step up, be a leader. That's what all this is about, being a leader. What would you you don't want to look back and say, what would you tell your younger self? Well, I wouldn't have done something stupid. You're smart. You are a good person. Show this world who you are and what you're about. That's what you want to put out on social media. Be an influencer, whatever you want to be. Dream it up and go do it. Don't let something like social media or any kind of digital media, YouTube, TikTok, it doesn't matter. All those things, it's going to be something new. It's going to be something different in several years. But don't let that one thing or those few things or those multiple things tell the world who you are. Probably the biggest thing that I've learned being a leader, being a business owner, is educating yourselves. And I don't mean school books. I mean educating yourself on current issues, current events. A perfect example of our team was really talking about racism. I mean, that has been a huge topic. It was really important for me, for my team, to be educated before we posted something. Don't just share something that you think, oh, that's cool. Educate yourself. Make an impact. Impacting your community, impacting those people that follow you, your friends. Be that leader and educate yourself on any of those current events. There's always going to be a current event that we're talking about. Educate yourself. Post something meaningful. Post something that makes a difference in somebody's life today. I think that's really what we kind of lose sight of and what we have an impact on. Again, whether we're doing a dance or, I mean, have fun. Like, I'm not telling you to only post like professional things. I don't do that. I post about my kids all the time. Post about fun, but just be respectful of yourself. Those of you that your next step is college, you have the best opportunity to start fresh. You don't have to be friends with anybody at first. I mean, really, think about who you want to be, who you want to be around. That's who your friend group really needs to be. Those are the people that really aren't going to make you question what you're posting on social media. Again, have fun, but be smart. Be smart about who you're around and who influences you on a daily basis. What if your DMs were leaked today? Would you be cool with me seeing those? Would you be all right with a university president, digging in and looking at those? If not, then I think you need to think about what you're posting. Those things can be saved and shared with anybody. Snapchat can be screen recorded. TikTok can be screen recorded. If you think you are just sending them to one friend, one group of friends, needless to say, your hundreds or thousands of followers, if people think that it's funny, if it's really good, they're going to save it. They can screen record it. They can do anything they want to with it. Think about that. We post every waking moment of ourselves on social media sometimes. If you haven't been through some kind of training on what you shouldn't be doing at night, where you should be, if you're posting, hey, we're at this place, and every time you're tagging where you are an ideal target for somebody. Somebody can know where you are, know where you're headed, what your habits are. So even if you're not posting anything bad or you don't think you're posting something bad, people that are looking to target you can find you. And that's super scary. Heck, that scares me. And I'm a grown adult. So think about that. Think about what you're posting, not just about the funny picture or the not so funny picture that you would probably get in trouble for, but think about what you're posting and where you are. Your locations. Scares me to death. I don't want people knowing where I am all the time. If you take one thing away today, be intentional. Who are you? Better question, who do you want to be? What kind of impact do you want to leave on this world? Let's make it a positive one.